Hi, it's me, Pam VanEe, and I thought I'd continue on with the tutorial for the little golden book. And today I forgot to do my calendars. It is Saturday, April 9th, and here's my Mary Englebright calendar for today. My cat knows the meaning of life but has no interest in sharing the secret. Ashley Brilliant. Cute. And there's a tea time. So there's that. Okay, now I did find my tool, and I'm just showing you my way. I'm not saying, one way's right or another way's wrong. I'm just showing you what works for me. And these are I don't think these were expensive. They're like a jewelry tool. And they also have this little, I got hot glue on them, this little cutting thing, which is really handy to snip off the back of button shanks or, wire or flowers. So that's what I use. So I'm going to just show you now that I have this tool. Somebody did suggest a little staple remover, but I mean, that's good for paper, but it doesn't really grasp the thickness because these are in pretty good. So, okay, now I've already showed you how to take this foil off with a heat gun. So I did that. Now I'm going to hit the camera like I always do. Jeez. Okay. And then now I'm just going to go back to taking this off, and then I'm going to show you the next steps. So you just take this and twist it up, and it works easier. I just put hand cream on so my hands are slippery. We're all doing well on this Saturday. We just had a trace of snow here in Michigan, and I mean, I'm sure it will melt quickly, but yeah, I'm ready for spring. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. Okay, and then here, this tool will get underneath there, and you could just twist it off. See how quick that is compared to when I did it the other day? Yeah. I shouldn't have put lotion on. I think the newer books are a little harder to get off than the newer ones. And then we'll just pull that up. So that was easier. Okay, and then what we're going to do, it broke off, but you can pull it from here. Okay, now I said I'd do different ways to do journal covers, but I'm going to just link it to I have other videos in the past of a different way, because right now this is my favorite way that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you what I do. Okay, now for this, you can take your papers out, your signatures. We'll just tear out. Here's your 2 signatures. And just find where they will tear. This is stuck a little more. Okay, come on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Where's the next tearing point? Don't think that's it. This is it. Okay, so there, you got your 2 signatures now. Put those aside, and then here, what I do is I'll take some, just like a cotton, I've thrifted this. I think at the Dollar Tree they have something too, kind of a soft yarn, twine, just whatever you have. And I take my glue, and look, I prettied up my art glitter glue that I've had forever that I keep refilling this jar, and I just put some paper around it so it's not quite so yucky. Alrighty, and let's show you the next step. This little bend here on your little golden, you want to fill that with glue, you know, fill it right up. And then I'll cut my string, about 4 of them. You'll do the front and the back. And I just lay it in here. Press it down into that little groove, and then I will let it sit overnight and dry. And I'll just push it in to that, and you can turn it over and press it down too, and then you're going to be doing that, you know, to both covers. Fill it with your glue. So the front and back covers will be the same. I'll just show you this one. And just press it down into that groove as best as you can. And then let it dry overnight. And I'll show you the ones that I did. I did this one, and see, it's not bending. And then here, yeah, I would recommend you use a good glue and then a cotton type twine. Yeah, that's not moving at all. Just do it front and back, let it dry overnight, and then you have that part. And then next we will do our chipboard or cardboard spine. I'm going to do a 2 inches across by 8 inch, just scant 8 inch. Let's get ready to do that. Okay, the next step that I do is I pick out my fabric that will match, you know, the cover, and it's got pink and purples and, you know, smaller prints. Cute. So this is what I did, and I will show you how I did the next step. So you will need to cut some things, like a thicker cardstock. You could put maybe 3 cereal boxes together to make your spine. The spine is 2 across by a scant 8. You know, just a tinge. And then, did I tell you what this was? This is Tyvek, and it is 3 by a tinge, almost 8. And I ordered this online. You get it in, you know, like sheets like this, and it's called Tyvek. T-Y, Tyvek. I think it's Tyvek. I think you can get it on Amazon or wherever. So Okay, now we got our 2 pieces that are scant 8 long. One's 2, one's 3 crossed. And then I like to just get the middle of my spine piece and mark it in the middle, which is the 1 mark. Then I'll take my tie back, get the middle, I'll just fold it. And the reason why I use tie back is because it won't tear, it won't rip. Okay, so now you can see the middle of both of those, and then you're gonna line it up to those, that line and this line. And you could, can't see it very good, mark the center there. Okay, and then you'll be lining that up. So on the other side of this that I've marked, I'm trying to do this around my phone arm and a charging cord for my phone. I haven't made a little golden book in a long time, and I'm always changing the way things are, but right now this is my favorite. And like I said, if I remember, I will put the other videos, tutorials that I've done, you know, a different method or 2. Okay, and then let's line up that and this. So that's lined up there. And it's lined up here. Push that down, and that's what we got. Now, take your fabric. Let's see, now do I have a big enough piece? No, I've used this, so let me get some fabric. Okay, I just found more of this fabric, and it's 3.5 crossed, and then it will be double the length of your spine. So it's 3, what did I say? Yeah, it's 3.5. Here we are, 3.5, about 3.5, and then it'll be double this. So let's see, and I'm going to leave a little bit extra because I'll have the maybe fraying at the top like that. We'll just tear that. Lots of little strings. Okay, and then another tip, I think I've shown it before, but I just take a hot iron, you know, a curling iron or a flattening iron. See these wrinkles? And look how easy and simple. It doesn't have to be perfect. Your glue will take some of the wrinkles out. Excuse me. So that is one of my favorite tools. Let's do this one. Okay. All right, turn that off. All right, next step is to take your fabric, wrong side facing, and then you're going to position it on here, and you can kind of eye it, how it should be. And then I just want to make sure, yeah, I want a little frayed edge at the top. So I am going to turn this over and glue it with my art glitter glue. I just know it's a good glue. You use the glue that you prefer. And maybe Fabri-Tac would be good too. Okay. We will take this and just line it up the best you can. Just eye it. Press down. Okay. The other one's dried more, so I'm going to use that one here. This is dried a little more. Now we'll take our covers. So you're going to want, let's see, what am I doing here? Yeah, you want your front cover here. And then your back cover will be here. And you're just going to, make sure that that covers, the twine, but I'll put, a lot of times I'll put a trim here too, like rickrack or something. And then you're just going to have a little gap here. So now I'm going to put my glue down onto my Tyvek. And just have a tiny little space there for when you turn it. I could do the fabric too, but I can come back in and do that. Like here. I'll just do it. Okay. Just a little gap there. And then you will, sorry for the squeaky chair. Then you're going to glue this. And if you wanted to, you could, instead of the fabric being 3 1/2, you could try 3 1/4 too. Okay. Pull it up. And then I would let this dry before putting in the signatures. And I'll be using the pamphlet stitch, 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Swing it over. And there you have it. And I'll glue this down a little bit more. And then I can put cute rickrack or something here too. So I'm going to let that dry. Glue this down more. But isn't that pretty? And then with a little rickrack, that'll be really cute. And now, next we can sew in our signatures. This is the wrong one. And if you wanted to sew, this is the time to sew. And but I'm going to do that later. I'll do that afterwards. So I am going to get ready to sew the signatures in. Just going to let this dry a minute. An added note, you can push down into these little grooves for bending. Okay, next we're going to take whatever you want to bind your journal. It can be waxed linen thread, or I use embroidery thread, and you're going to do 3 lengths of whatever your book is. I do just a tad bit extra. And then you'll thread your needle. Get ready to sew your signatures in. And then I made a little template, and then you can put clear packing tape over it, and then it will be, more durable. So now, and I just folded it in half, some graph paper, found my middle, and I went, you just decide a bit down. You could do about a 1/2 inch or 3, a little less than that. 3/4, whatever you want. And then, down here too. And then you're going to place it here so that you can punch your holes. And this is 2 by about 8. I've got 2 signatures, otherwise I would do 3 holes each. I'm just going to poke your holes through. And then mark, that this is the top. Okay. And then make sure you're going, the right way. And here's my first signature. Here's my second. I always start back to front, just whatever you get a habit of doing. Here's my signature. And if, you did want to sew, this is the time. If you did want to, oops, I already had that all set to go. If you did want to, print, on the back of white papers, you could do that too. Now, we're going to just get the middle of one of these here. And we're going to lay that in there. And we're going to line it up because it's just a tad bigger. Smaller than the cover. So I just, have a little overhang here, a little overhang here. You could make 2 templates if you wanted to. One more your paper size. But I can just see just a little bit over here and here. And then get that in the crease. You just want to know, in that crease, where you're going to punch through. So you're going to go here. And you're going to go here. And you're going to go in the crease here. Okay, then I'll just show you on this second signature. And I like to just take some washi tape to hold down the end of your, excuse me, your string. Starting in the middle, we'll go through the middle here, through your back middle, and you're going to find your bottom here, hole, back, and you're going to bring that through here, this hole. Like that. And then you're going to come through to the top, go through here, and then go through your back hole here, come up, and then you're going to go through this same hole here. I had too much coffee. And then back through that hole. If you can find it. Here, let's... This bag makes it just a little tricky. So you can see where the hole is here. Like that. And we'll put it through the bag. Okay, now you're going to want to take this off, and you'll want one string or thread on one side, one on the other, and check to make sure that this is tight. think it does feel tight. Okay. Then I'm going to tie it. I tie it about 3 times. And because this bag is going to be a little wobbly, but I can put washi tape, or I can, put something here. But anyway, so then you got a string if you want to hang something. I may just add charms to the sides, and it lays nice and flat. So there is your back signature right here, as you can see. And then I'm going to do the next one the same way. So these holes here. So then next we can start to decorate. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.